My name is Danny Garcia. I'm a defense attorney in Arizona with a focus on federal crimes. What you need to know if you have been charged with a federal crime by indictment or whether you've simply been contacted by a federal agent, and that is you need an attorney as soon as possible. The reason why is even if you've simply been contacted by a federal agent, say with the FBI or the DEA, is that they are there to collect evidence and they're talking to you to verify information. And it may be an investigation that they've been working on for years, but you don't know it. At that point, they may have already tapped phone lines of your friends or any associates or family members. And they also may talk to you very friendly and may be nice, but ultimately it's usually with an eye on prosecuting you. And so if that is the case, you need to get an attorney involved right away. And here is why. I used to work as a prosecutor in both the state of Illinois and in Arizona. And I worked long-term investigations with federal agencies, which included alcohol, tobacco, and firearm, which is ATF, the DEA, FBI, and Homeland Security investigations. Through that work, I realized, and now I'm able to convey to my defense clients, that those cases are built over very long periods of time, and they're airtight, and the people who are working on it are some of the most advanced detectives or special agents in the country. And so that's why you need to take the case seriously. And what you can do in these cases, if you haven't been charged yet, is sometimes you may be able to prevent a charge from going forward, depending on the circumstances. In addition, if you are charged by a federal indictment, you could find a way to reduce the penalties, which can be very significant for federal cases. There's statutory sentencing guidelines called the Federal Sentencing Guidelines that increase penalties based on the type of crime. For example, if you are charged with a drug trafficking crime, the federal laws can be much more serious than in the state that you live. And therefore, if you were charged with trafficking in methamphetamine, for example, the purity of that methamphetamine could increase the sentence that you receive. The amount would also increase the sentence. And these are all based on statutory guidelines that the federal judges are asked to follow. Now, the good thing about that is that the guidelines are not 100% mandated in certain circumstances. And there's things, for example, called the safety valve for those people who have never been charged with a crime and fit other criteria. And so there is room to work to help you. This is a situation, if you are being charged with a federal crime, that oftentimes the mandatory minimum is going to be prison. And this may be a situation where you're trying to get back years of your life. And if you can get the right attorney that can guide you through this and help you to build mitigation and deal with the U.S. Attorney's Office, you may save years of your life. And so if you or a loved one have been charged with a federal crime or have been contacted by a federal agent, please contact me today so I can provide you the proper advice. And my number is 602-755-5555.